All right, then I'm gonna hit record if you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is just going to be a fun collab with JGigs, aka DJ RNG. We haven't touched base for 3 or 4 months, so I just wanted to get his thoughts on some random topics in Raid and in gaming. So just going to be a casual conversation where we bounce around on different topics, ranging not only on Raid, but other stuff as well in terms of being content creators and other games in the gaming industry going on right now. So hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now I am here with Mr. JGigs. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Oh, just figured we haven't done a video for probably 3 or 4 months at this point. So it'd be a good opportunity to catch up and see what you're doing and see what your mindset is on Raid currently. And I know since then we've kind of both done like a free-to-play series. And maybe you're still doing yours. Are you still doing yours?
Yeah, it's like my daily morning upload. It's almost a podcast at this point. A daily podcast.
Man, how do you manage that? Like, I did a free to play and I've taken like a week or two break from it, like just letting it sit for a little bit, trying to catch up on things. Cause man, I find myself playing Raid like 8 hours a day between my main and then doing the free to play. And then how do you manage both the accounts?
I just, I've got them both open right now on the other monitor, and I keep, I've got my macros set for LD player I've been using instead of BlueStacks lately, and I keep it going on the PlariumPlay, and yeah, just constant background grinding, honestly.
Yeah. So while you're on your computer, you just kind of got both your games up and getting after it, huh?
Yeah, trying to keep it up. And then like I said, with the free to play, it's just kind of the tone I've set. It's not every episode is not necessarily always a meaningful episode to the account, but it's just a 20-ish minute video. And I just do my goofy shit and play the game.
Just kind of a diary type thing.
Yeah. And try to make sure I'm not doing like the same thing every day. Try to make sure I'm not hitting clan boss 8 days in a row, and that's what the whole video is. Try to make sure I'm doing different things, and people are pretty interested in like what I'm doing and what I'm focusing on that day. And lately, there's always been a fusion or something that I can kind of give my thoughts on. So it's been pretty good with what they've been putting out. It's been working out well.
Okay, cool. Then what's your general state of mind when it comes to Raid and the Raid community right now? Is there anything kind of on your thought process right now, or are you just kind of doing your thing?
I'm feeling pretty positive, actually. I know that there's a couple of other guys that are voicing a lot of frustrations, and I understand being in that state because I've been there many times. But I think overall, they've managed to make me feel pretty positive about the game lately. They seem to have a lot of good plans. I still think there's a lot of stuff that needs doing. Scratch put out that video earlier of, all the guys giving, or a lot of the guys giving their thoughts on things that should change, and a lot of great ideas and a lot of things that need doing. But it seems like they're on the right path for the most part. It's Plarium. They're still going to do goofy stuff. But
yeah, that's what I said. I think in my video with Scratch was the first quarter of 2021 has been way better than the first quarter of 2020. I mean, like if you look at like how often they're doing events, and then they do a summoning event every weekend. I mean, you could argue every other weekend because the 10Xs are kind of Like, do you ever do the 10Xs?
I'll be honest. I've gotten to a point now where I think I'm looking forward more to certain 10Xs than I do 2X, because I just pull so many dupes. The last at least two, maybe 3 Void Legendaries I've pulled have been dupes. Like, it's just, I can't get a new champion unless it's a 10X. And even then, I've got a real knack for pulling champs during a 10X that are not on the 10X. It's wild.
Yeah, I think their goal of it was probably to have the 2Xs be the event for the early and mid game players, and then have the 10Xs be like the focused one for the end game players. Like, we can argue forever if that actually worked, but I think that was like their goal anyway, is what it seems like. Because you're right, with no dupe system, the 2Xs events, once you've been playing for a year and a half, it's your odds of getting a new champion, it gets lower every event.
Yeah, and I'm feeling that. I've been kind of lucky with Sacreds and Ancients. I've done a decent job of not pulling so many dupes in a row, but the voids are hurting my feelings lately real bad, because I can't get any of the top arena players either. I can't get the Sifis and the Hegemons and now the Necrets, and I'm after something like that, and I just can't do it. I keep pulling these dupes. And
I always thought I was the only content creator without any of the top PvP voids, but you don't have any either. Like you don't have Hegemon, Siphi, Warward, Krisk. Wow, we're in the same boat then. I thought I was the only one.
Just got a support group.
Yeah, you, me, and like Mad Capper, and it took me like 1,600 voids to get a Maneater. Just insanity.
Yeah. Madcap pulled a Krisk recently, didn't he?
Oh well, nope, he's out the group. He's out.
He's out of the group.
He's out.
Sorry, Madcap.
You and me.
It's an exclusive, strict group.
Well, does Stu have any? Like Stu always talks about how he doesn't have a Siphi, I don't think, but
I don't know. I haven't seen Stu's account like actually seen in his champ box in a while.
Because I know like Deadwood has a Siphi and Hades has a few of them, but yeah, I don't know everybody. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I was thinking earlier today actually about like the guys that whale out. I was thinking a new strong Void Legendary will come out, and they'll have them within a week. And I just don't understand the numbers because I'm like, I've been whaling out pretty hard. I don't whale out like they whale out. But how do you spend through the odds of something like a new Void Legendary? How do you not pull a dupe?
And I'll see people in Tag Team Arena with a Siphi in every team.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Dude, you have 3 of... Because you can't even... Like, even if you are a Saudi prince... You like void shards aren't infinite. You can't,
and you can't control it.
Yeah, like with ancient shards, you can spend $1 million on raid and get every champion, but with voids you can't. So I don't know how they do it. I really don't.
I don't know how they do it. And I like you can force pity. You can only force pity so much with voids because there's only so many available. And then I don't know how you control what that gold ends up being. But I want to know because I don't want another Inifui.
Like in the shop, what is it under the I don't even ever look in here, but okay, so voids, yeah, you got 5 a month. You can buy a 5-pack 5 times a month, so that's 25 voids. The 3-pack is another 15. That's 40. I mean, even if you buy every offer, you can only get what, like 60 to 80 voids a month. That's like
I've never looked. That's like I didn't even know those were available.
Well, when they're blocked, they max out after like 5 times, and then even if you buy like the monthly offer and then like whatever ones come through the shop, there's a max of like 80 void shards a month, which is like even if you have good RNG, 1 legendary. So yeah, I don't know how, but anyway,
it's like Necrit came out and it took everybody at the top a week, and they're like, oh, there's my Necrit, now I'm good. It's like how did you do that?
Yeah, not me, dude. Not me. I get the good PvE GFs, but not the end game PvP ones. But I agree with your sentiment. I think, yeah, there's obviously we could make a 2-hour video about things we wish would improve and things that could happen. But what's at the number 1 on your list? We won't dive into it for an hour, but what's number 1?
The one that I think has bothered me the most for the longest is the silver cost for gear. I think we need I'm a big fan of the way Summoners War did it. There was 1 day a month, 24-hour server wide, where the cost of removing it's runes in Summoners War, but the cost of removing them was taken away. So you could rework your whole account, and the only currency you were going to spend was to level up whatever gear you wanted to use. You spent nothing to move it. It's just, I don't mind there being a system where you do have to pay to remove it. I kind of like picking a build and sticking with it, and there's elements to it that I like, but there just can't never be a time to remove it for free if it's going to be so expensive. It's wild.
Or even an item, like how we have the XP banners and they go to your inbox and you can claim it to like maybe have a gear swapping banner. You claim it and you got 24 hours where you can move gear around. So you can
that would be that'd be great. As long as it wasn't something you had to buy.
Well, they'd come out with a pack of them for like 3 of them for $10 or something.
The banner's not a bad idea because sometimes it would suck when like free gear removal day was going to fall on a bad day for you. You were going to be busy or out of town. So like maybe at the end of the monthly login calendar, they just give you a banner that expires so that you can't stack them up. and then you can use it whenever you want. That would be great for everyone. I think that'd be great for people doing a lot of reworks too. People just save them a banner, and then when they're ready for the rework, the silver is not nearly as much of a problem. I think that's a good idea. The banners are good.
Yeah, we're on the same page there. But I also this just came to my mind. So we're kind of bouncing around here. What was this with today with the Doom Tower keys that were for sale, and then all of a sudden they were gone, like they got pulled, like they pulled the plug on it, like it was in the shop, and I was live on stream, and people were like, "Can you go over the Doom Tower key offer?" And I go to like pull it up, and everybody was like, "Wait a minute, it's gone." They pulled the plug.
Yeah, maybe somebody reminded them that. Didn't they say they weren't going to sell Doom Tower keys?
That's what people in my chat were saying. I don't. Full disclosure, I don't remember that. Like, I can't quote them on that, but I feel like they did say like, and don't worry, we're never going to be selling Doom Tower keys.
Yeah. I actually went back and looked through their videos because I wanted to find it, because I wanted to make a curb your Doom Tower keys meme. So we're like, they say they're never going to do it, and then the music plays and that offer's on the screen. It was just going to be a 60-second video, but I couldn't find where they said it, so I can't prove it. But I would have. It's in my mind for some reason. I would have sworn they said they weren't going to be for sale.
On that subject, I liked your Snoop Dogg rage. I was reading through the comment section, and it was funny how some people are like, "Oh, Snoop's finally trying raid." Like, people think it's real.
Yeah, or people mad at me because they thought I was truly trying to present it as real. So they're like, "This is fake." Like, don't believe this guy. This is fake. It's like, oh, really? Thanks, Detective YouTube.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I had like 8 more of those Snoop Dogg videos I wanted to make, but I decided I didn't want to beat everybody to death with it, so
yeah,
I just let it go.
I mean, raid is an endless supply of videos you can make of rage compilations. But yeah, I guess I'd have to look into it on the Doom Tower keys. I don't remember, but at the same token, is it really that big of a deal? Like,
no, I don't care.
Like, I understand people are upset about it, but it's not like I mean, if somebody really wants to spend the money on it, like, it's not like they're getting some. I mean, it's kind of like their loss. I look at it like.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real advantage to finishing Doom Tower before anyone else, is there?
I mean,
there's no leaderboard rewards or.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could argue if like the leaderboards were some crazy status, it would be like unfair or something because they could do it faster. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you buy the Doom Tower keys, I view that as like kind of a bad decision on your part. I don't view it as like you getting some advantage over me.
Yeah, I noticed that they loaded the pack up with pretty good stuff, though.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to plug it in because by the time I went to like plug it into my offer calculator, it was gone. But it looked like it had like 10 legendary books, and it looked okay. I'll put it like this: it was a good offer for a whale. Like,
the one they showed me on my free to play was $10, and it was 1 Lego book and a bunch of other stuff, and like 1 or 2 keys. It was wild value. Like, I was like, And then I saw someone else had the $100 one that had like, the several tomes, and so they did different versions of it for different tiers, I guess.
Yeah, I think by the time I got ready to like go live, I didn't get to see the one. I saw the one people were raging about on Reddit, and that was the $100 one.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was a $10.
I don't get the rage. I don't get being enraged about it.
Yeah, I mean, people just feel the rage is probably comes from Plarium saying they would never sell them, and then like if they had just never, or maybe I don't even know. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they never said that. I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe they didn't change their mind. I don't know. Sometimes I think people forget you don't have to buy this stuff when they put it out. You can still finish Doom Tower. You can still finish both Doom Towers every month if you want to, without buying those keys. It's not. They're not locking you behind anything. I don't have a problem with it. If people want to buy those keys, go for it.
Did you finish Doom Tower? Have you finished it on hard on your main account every time?
I have not. I've been so
slacking?
strangely disinterested in it on my main. I did just finish it for the first time on normal on my free to play though.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that was pretty cool. So my free to play got the avatar before my main account did.
I have finished it on hard. We got what, almost 2 weeks left to get it done. Do you think you could finish it on hard, like if you tried?
Yeah. If I
Yeah.
gave it the attention, I could do it for sure. I just haven't given it the attention.
Yeah, I'll find myself being like, oh, daily resets in 2 hours, but I'm too lazy to try, so I just do normal instead. I just like pop it over to normal and farm it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I have finished it every time, but yeah, I could see how
You've done it every time.
Yeah, yep.
Nice.
Yeah, and then before I get rid of you here and we finish things up, I wanted to get your thoughts on like other games you've been dabbling in, and I know there's been a lot going on. People trying this new Magic RPG, and people diving into Valheim, and a bunch of stuff going on. What are you dabbling in?
I played a lot of Valheim. I tried to give myself some time to do some leisurely gaming again. I realized that I was several months deep in a cycle of never playing a game for fun. I was only playing games for the sake of making content. And so I tried to pull back and let myself leisurely enjoy a game, and that was Valheim. And just such a good decision. I've had a blast with that game. And then I've checked out a couple of other smaller titles. There's one called Loop Hero, someone suggested to me, that is super fun little game. Mr. Prepper is another one that like kind of that survival city builder style. So I've been trying to make time to do things like that for me, and I've been enjoying it. It's been nice to get back to some just casual, comfortable gaming and not always behind the camera, like, you know,
Yeah.
deciphering chat and filtering out what I don't want to deal with, and
yeah,
nice.
it's a different mindset when you're doing something kind of like as a career versus like if you just are messing around on something. And like it's fun in both ways. That's not me complaining like, oh my gosh, I have to play Raid. It's just your mind. It's still fun. It's just your mindset just changes a little bit. It's a little bit different. But I do
100%.
I do set aside time. I try to like an hour a day, like before bed, where I'm not worried about making content on what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna mess around. And like you said, it'll be Valheim or Overwatch or something that I just mess around on before bed.
Yeah, it's been really nice. It's I missed it. I didn't realize how much it was affecting me to not have any time for myself like that. But it's funny. There's been nights sometimes where someone will ask me, "Are you going to stream?" Like a friend of mine will say, "Are you going to stream?" And I go, "No, I think I'm just going to play whatever." And they go, "Well, if you're going to play, why don't you just stream it?" I'm like, "It's not the same thing." It's like,
yeah.
I'm at work. Not that it's not fun. Not that I don't love it, but it's very different. I can't just relax and play a game if I'm streaming. I've got chat to maintain, and I've got all these other things to be aware of. And
yeah, it's again, I don't want to come off like I'm complaining because I'm not, but it is exhausting. Like it kind of wears you out. Like if you stream for 3 hours, just like maintaining that energy and constantly trying to keep up with everything going on, the game, the chat, the comments, the different things going on, you do feel like you worked.
For sure. No doubt.
So yeah, I know what you mean about, because I think about that every night too. It's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna play Overwatch, I should just do a fun stream on Overwatch, but it's a little bit different. It's a lot easier to just kind of mess around. Do you play Valheim like by yourself or with friends or?
Lately, it's been more by myself because I've been doing a lot of testing with different mods, and I've got like a private world where I do a lot of creative stuff and play around. But we do have a couple worlds where some friends and I will jump in and mess around too. I had a G Portal server for a while, but I decided I didn't want to maintain that. It started becoming like just a thing, like a chore. You know what I mean?
Oh, what, like for viewers or something to play in, or?
I thought about that initially. At first, it was just for friends, but it just became they weren't being as active, and I was like, I was hopping in and out. I don't know. It started to become a chore, and I was like, hey guys, I think I'm done with the G Portal server. They're like, yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't even know there were mods for Valheim.
Oh yeah, man. There's a bunch of them. They're killer. I'm hoping that the devs will consider implementing some of them. There's one that adds a Diablo-style loot system to the game. So stuff you kill drops items, and these items, like Diablo items, have got random magic abilities, and there's rare, epic, unique, legendary.
What?
It totally changes the game, dude. It's insane. It's so good.
Really?
Yeah, it's like playing a different game completely.
That's what like plus movement speed and like, or is it just like attack?
No, it's all kinds of stuff. There's like I played around with one of my capes, and it did like movement speed, stamina drain improvement, and then there's one where one of your weapons, I think like I did a pickaxe, and it got some random legendary qualifiers, and one of them was that it was weightless now, and like it improved its damage, and so you can mine faster with it. Like it's well thought out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Is it pretty easy to install? You just like go and activate it?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I can help you out with it if you want.
Yeah, nice, cool. All right, well, is there anything else you want to touch on here? I know you got to get to stream or whatever you had going on, so I won't keep you too long. But is there anything we missed that you were hoping we'd chat about?
I was hoping we'd talk bad about Darth. I guess a little more than we did, but other than that,
yeah, he just did a spicy video about a lawsuit or something. Did you watch that?
he did. Yeah, I watched that one, and then he threw up one earlier tonight. He did with Ash. That was a pretty good time. That was cool to see them together.
Oh, I haven't seen that. That's quite the collab, Ash and Darth.
It's fun. Yeah. So apparently Darth didn't give him much of a heads up about what they were talking about, and it was a lot heavier than I think Ash was prepared for. But he rolled with it, man. It was good. It was a fun video.
Oh, it was Ash coming on Darth's channel?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, and why didn't you do my free-to-play competition?
I already had a free-to-play account.
So you should have practice.
Well, damn. How many accounts can I play at once?
Well, did you see the guy that won it? Did you see what he did? Dude, he finished the goal of the competition was dungeon 20 of all the dungeons, and he did it in like 44 days. And then he was like, I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna try to set the world record for free to play Arbiter. And he did it in 63 days. Free to play Arbiter.
I saw that title. Did BGE do a video on it?
I was gonna do a collab with BGE on it, and we just couldn't get our schedules to match up. But maybe he did. I don't know. I mean, he has my.
I saw the title somewhere. I remember seeing a 63-day. I didn't watch the video yet, but I saw the title. That's the same guy then.
Yep. Yeah. He won the free to play competition, and then he was like, "I'm gonna keep playing until I get Arbiter," and he got Arbiter in 63 days. And then I had Plarium look into the account, and they confirmed like, yeah, it's free to play.
Wow.
So
what a perfect storm. That had to be so efficient to manage like what day the dungeon the potion keeps were open, and
yeah,
there's a lot to do there.
To GM into 63 days. But yeah, I mean, he did have good luck. He got Mashaled and Vizier and Miscreated Monster and Ugo and Duck, and I mean, so yeah, he did. Yeah, he did have good champions, but no Apothecary. But I guess if you have Mashaled, there's your speed boost right there. But yeah,
that's really impressive.
Yeah, it's just kind of a random thing that came to my head because I know you have the free to play account. But how 63-day Arbiter, that's gonna be a tough record. You should start a new one and go for it. All right, brother. Yeah. Well, we're gonna touch base, and you're gonna help me set up that Valheim mod.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, I'll let you say goodbye and shout out your stuff here as we close.
Yeah, just JGigs on YouTube. Look it up.
There you go.
Some people don't know this. I'm also the DJ RNG. If you see that, that's me.
That's right. That's right. Well, thanks for joining me, brother. It's always fun.
You got it, man.
All right, see ya. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for this one. Always fun to kick it with JGigs for a little bit. So thanks JGigs for joining me, and I will link to his stuff down below in a pinned comment. Nice and easy to find. If you haven't seen his stuff, definitely check it out. He's a super talented dude that does not only gaming guides but also stuff like rap songs and comedy skits. So if you haven't seen his channel, I think you'll enjoy checking it out. But that's gonna do it for this one. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.